Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your brother in Christ coming to you with another episode of Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed.
Hey, I'm your girl, Angela Arnold. Hi, listen, me and my husband, we, as you know, you guys, we've been together 25 years, married 21. So we want to come on here today and just share a powerful tip, a nugget with you guys of how do you navigate, how do you work through having a, I won't say blended family because I didn't have any kids, but my husband had 4 kids when I met him. And I know a lot of times I have clients that come into my salon and they'll tell me like, hey, I don't want a guy that has kids. I don't want to date a guy that have more than one child. I mean, you never know until you get in that situation of how that person's going to treat you. So I would say give it a chance. So we're going to come to you today to show you how I navigated and how did I feel when I met my husband 20 plus years ago with him having 4 kids. It wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it. So,
you know, the Bible tells us that he that finds a wife finds a good thing. And sometimes we don't know what type of baggage that person is bringing into the relationship. Just think about, I was reading the book of Hosea this morning, and God told Hosea to marry a prostitute. And we never know who God has for us, you know. So, yeah, when we met, I already had 4 kids, and my wife wasn't too much older than they were. You know, I think she's like maybe 6 years older than my oldest daughter. So, you know, kudos to her for being able to, you know, bring all of that in and accept me for who I was and everything that I was bringing to the table. So, and I know a lot of people have problems with, you know, being in a relationship with somebody that already got kids. You know, whether it be the man or whether it be the woman, you know, because it's not just the kids you're going to have to deal with. It's going to be their moms or their dads that you're going to have to deal with too. So a lot of people, you know, they're very hesitant about entering into a relationship with someone who already has kids.
Yeah, you guys, I mean, like I say, his kids was not much older than me. I didn't know exactly what I was getting into. To be honest, I didn't know how to be a parent to them, but I did the best that I could. But yeah, what made attracted me to him when he had kids, and I didn't say, no, I didn't want to date a guy with kids. I never really thought about it. I just prayed about it, asked God to send me a good husband. And one thing I did say when I was, and I was young when I said this, I said, God, when you bless me with a husband that loves you more than he would love me. So when I met this man, Keith, 20-some years ago, I saw that he loved his children. He actually had his kids when I met him. They stayed with him. And I love the man. And I always said, if I had a family, if I got pregnant or whatever, I'm going to make sure that the person I had a baby by loved their children. And I never saw a man that loved their children the way he did. And so that was one of the first things that made me say, hey, you know what, I'll give it a try, because I never saw that. Most of the time you see the mom with the kids, you know, not a single father with their kids. And so that was the first thing that made me say, okay, you know, he's gonna be okay. And I didn't judge you because of that.
And you know what? And my kids are very receptive to Angela, and they still are today. They love her, you know, and they respect her, and they respect our relationship and our marriage. And one thing about me is that I never turn my back on my kids. I always love them. I don't care what they go through, what kind of adversity they're facing in their lives. My kids, they mean absolutely everything to me, you know, all 6 of them. So, and Angela saw the way that I, you know, love my kids. She saw the way that I took care of them. And so I think that's one of the things too that attracted her to me and, you know, made her feel, you know, like I was the man for her.
You're supposed to be asking me questions, you guys, but the question of the day is, if you find that woman or that guy with kids, what are you going to do? You know, are you going to back away, or are you going to stay, or are you going to listen to your family? I could have easily listened to my family and say, hey, you about to marry this guy with kids.
That's about to go through a divorce, because I wasn't even divorced yet when me and Angela met. So, you know, and that's another thing.
But you were separated.
So. We were separated. She was 19 and I was 29, going on 30. And, you know, I thank God for her. I thank God for her, because she could have went and got a much, much younger man than me, somebody else that didn't have kids, just like her. But she felt like God was calling her to me, and I felt the same way. So, you know, we gave it a shot. We gave it a chance. We gave it an opportunity, because we both said that we were hearing from God, you know, about our relationship. So, you know, we gave it a chance. We gave it an opportunity. So I just want to say to you guys out there that might be contemplating getting into a relationship with someone who already has kids, you know, give it a chance. Give it a shot. You never know who God has for you. So don't just dismiss it because this guy, you know, already have kids, or this woman already have kids. Make sure, I'm gonna say this, make sure they're taking care of those kids. Make sure you know what you get into before you actually get into it. You know, check out the way the guy treats his kids. Check out the way the lady or the female treat her kids. You know, sit back and just check it out, and then decide whether this person is for you or not. Don't just dismiss it just because they have children. You might be missing out, like my wife said earlier, you might be missing out on your blessing. You never know who God has for you.
Yeah, and like I said, it wasn't easy, but it was definitely worth it, because like I say, I'm a young mother. I didn't have, like I say, growing up in my days, I didn't really see that a whole lot from a male raising kids. So, but I would say that his kids were very respectful. He did let them know early on, like, this is my wife, you know, and, you know, we gonna have to get along. And, you know, I have a heart. I'm not a bad person. Like I say, I didn't know what to do or how to raise, but I did the best way. I did what I knew what to do or how to do it, you know. I look back, I say I could have did things better, but I think we have a good relationship now. I think the most important is, it's just, you know, don't try to come in and be the kids' mom. If you do have outside kids in a relationship, you know, let their mom be their mom, and you just do what you do and just be there for them. Be supportive. I can probably say, I mean, hopefully my bonus kids would say, like, I was a good stepmom to them. In my eyes, I never did anything to hurt them. I try to make sure that they feel the love. Even my family brought them in and, you know, treated them great. So you just got to build that relationship up from day one. And then too, I would say, if the other person have kids, don't get into their mess. Like, I never got into it with them. Like, if they was having a disagreement about something, I never would be on, you know, jump in the middle of it. I let them handle it. Even when Keith maybe was having a problem with the baby mom or his ex-wife, I never got in the middle of that. I let him handle that, because it's none of my business. You know, whatever he had going on, he had to correct it. And, you know, so I think that helped us out a lot as well, because, you know, I see most of the times you know, the new woman or the new man always you know, want to get into that relationship of what they had. And I wasn't that type of person. I was like, you know, you handle that. You know, those are the things that you did before me. So whatever problems y'all have, far as needing it with the kids, getting the kids, or money, or anything, I let him handle that. I didn't get in the middle. And also, if he had a disagreement with the children, I always be like, you know, this is my opinion. You know, I may express it to him. You know, those are your children at the end of the day, you know, and, you know, whatever it is, we just got to make it right, you know, because sometimes, you know, kids get to be teenagers and certain things, but I never got in the middle of it. So you guys, so those are some tips. Like it can work, and you can miss out on your blessing if you're prejudging. And if you just, you know, you have these high expectations of a woman or a man, and you may miss out on your blessing. So don't let kids or anything come in between you. If you know that he's for you or she's for you, go ahead, go for it. And like I say, leave that. They have any type of disagreement, leave that between them. Don't be getting in the middle of it. I don't like drama. I don't like mess. So I never got in the middle of it. So.
And you know what? I think in closing, I think another thing that helped out our relationship too, and to help her make her decision as to whether she wanted to be with me or not, is because, you know, I had kids. That's one thing, but I wasn't running the streets. I wasn't cursing. I wasn't drinking. I wasn't hanging out with the fellas. You know, I was just being a dad, you know, trying to raise my kids the best way I could. And that helped out a lot, because I wasn't, you know, out there running wild and doing all this crazy stuff that most black men would be doing at my age, at 30 years old. So that kind of swayed her decision too, to try to start and build a relationship with me.
Yeah, so you guys, I know this video is going pretty long, but that's just our nugget. As a married couple, with a blended family, it too can work. If you're willing to put the work in. That's and right. Like I said, I have the best stepkids ever. I'm very proud of each and every one of them. They're doing great things. They also have kids. I love them as though they're mine. I wouldn't take it away, you guys. I love it. I love a big family, and I'm all about family. So, you know, I just love the journey that we're on. And one thing about it too, you just gotta love the kids as though they're yours, you know, and don't do anything to them that you wouldn't do to your own kids. Like I say, I was young when I met him with his kids. I wish I would have did a little bit more, but I think I did. I think I did a pretty good job, though. I mean, every time his son had games, I was there. You know, I just wanted to be supportive. Anytime they had something going on, I was there. And I never disrespected them. They never ever disrespected me. So I can't say that. So I kudos to you for raising great kids. You know, you did good. You know, you raised great kids, and I appreciate that. You know, I appreciate that. So
guys, we're gonna end this episode of Thankful, Grateful, and Blessed.
Yes.
We thank you guys for tuning in and giving us the opportunity to speak life into you and to uplift you. And we hope this video helps somebody to make their decision as to who they want to be with going forward. So you take care. God bless. Peace.
All right. Love you guys. Bye-bye.